Well, the market seems to be taking off as we speak, 40 points higher on the Nifty. And despite the Nifty bank, being a bit of an underperformer, it's moved off the lows, currently sitting with a cut of just about 80 odd points. So maybe one swoop and it goes into the green. The other two legs which are doing well for the market, the IT index, which has actually moved to the high point of trade, and that's led higher by Infosys. And the other one is Reliance, a big mover on the market, on the Nifty today. Big weight as well has moved to the high point of trade. So good time to get in our favorite D Street chatter with Nimesh. Nimesh joins us. Nimesh, what are people talking about in the dealing rooms?
I'm Mangalam. So, there is momentum now, right? With the bulls, we are above the technical support levels as well. So that's important. So kind of a breakout for us for the Indian markets, and it's backed by institutional activity as well. The good part about today's market is that there is a broader participation. So the mid-cap index is up 1%, and looks like now there is a bit of catch-up happening in the broader indices as well. So that's a good sign because that's where the retail money normally chases. So that's something which is positive. Again, in terms of flows, there is selective buying, and that's largely the financials. So within financials, it's not only the private banks, but even the PSU banks are well bid, is what I understand from the flows as well. So that leg is really supporting the market very nicely. The other theme for the market today is the PSU sector. Not only the PSU banks, but the entire PSU sector is buzzing in trade today. Look at BHL, that's up. PFC, RSC, so entire space is doing good, and that's where a bit of momentum seems to be. As I said, technically we are inching towards the all-time high, so that will be another big level to watch out for a further breakout. But it looks like the momentum is clearly with the bulls in the first of the December series, and that's backed by some institutional activity as well.
Well, it is backed by, it looks like it, because we're just less than 100 points away from all-time highs. Individual stocks, that's where all the action is.
So in terms of individual names, the first stock is BHL. I spoke about the entire PSU space doing good, and BHL stands out today. Big volumes and big surge in that stock as well. And at these levels, the feedback is that maybe some large FIIs and some domestic mutual funds are actively buying into the stock, and hence a big move in that stock today. So that's the first one. The second stock is Venus Pipes. Again, this year's listing done very well since the listing and all. Now that the lockup has opened up for Venus Pipes, there is a buzz of a large block deal coming in very soon in Venus Pipes. So that's something to watch out in days to come. The third stock is Nykaa. Well, the stock has been in the news of late, and there has been some blocks as well. Has been seeing some bit of momentum back, some large funds have bought, but now what I understand from sources, there is a strong buzz of another senior executive leaving the company soon. So that is something to watch out for as far as Nykaa is concerned. And the last stock is Biocon. I picked this up because after a long time I'm seeing some bit of buying traction back in this particular stock. Some leading FI seems to be a buyer, and hence that stock is up to 1% in today's trade.
Thanks a lot for that, Nimesh. By the way, just pull up a couple of stocks that are flying away.